tracks. And they'll do it on a curve. Like, you see the curve of the radius of the fender? That's where they do it. And you can see it here. I'm sorry in the picture you can't see the LT1 the way she's...
Oh, that's all right.
But if you do it similar to what you got in there with one line, that's what it is.
Okay.
Those paint on the hood like that?
I had it painted on. There's a guy in Farmington.
Oh, this?
Yeah.
Oh.
They came with decals. And it was stuck on there.
So what was it, bigger than this?
No.
Same size?
Yeah.
Get it out of there. There you go.
Pretty sure I wrote it in.
If that's still the right one.
Right. Thought I wrote it in the front. Maybe I didn't.
What'd you write? Like 2
Oh,
boys?
there it is.
Oh, yeah, there's your handwriting.
There it is. Okay, to adjust solid lifters. Exhaust, you do 1, 3, 4, and 8. Intake, 1, 2, 5, and 7. 26, 24. That's the cam that was in it. To do, bring number 6 up, top dead center. This is number 1 up, top dead center. Exhaust, 2, 5, 6, 7. Intake, 3, 4, 6, and 8. That's me.
Yep. And then there's your firing order.
Yep. That's it.
Wow. It's still the original book. Because it had all this stuff with it too. Your wheel trim. And that would have been your headlight washer thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's me.
That's neat.
Now you're official.
Hey, we know the owner's manuals, right?
It's all right.
So how'd I do? You like it?
Yeah, you did good. It'll really do good when you got it silver.
Oh yeah. And the nice part is it's already cracking and crazy. It'll come right off.
Yep.
It'll go right down. And we'll, you know.
You know all about that, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we've done a good many of them. We used to do a lot. Actually, the blue convertible, the burgundy one, the green one, we did all 3 of them.
Okay.
All 3 of those up. And there's a red one. There's a red LT1 sitting out here that I bought a month before this one. That I'm gonna do all over too. It's in bad shape, but it's red. I like red.
Well, if you ever get a coupe in, you know, 63 through 67, or preferably a 66,
Yeah.
just send me a picture.
Yeah,
Send it
that's
to Craig or Scott.
Yeah, that's fun.
I just like this. I like looking at them. They're nice cars. Mr. Motion was nice, but it wasn't me. But I had to do it because I should have came home, found a 66, because then they were like $1,800, $1,900, $2,000. I could have bought 3 of them.
Yeah.
4 of them.
Cause you paid what, $6,900 is what the paper in there says.
6902, 65.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
It was a lot of money in the day.
Oh, geez. I got 313.80 as a Spec 5, and over in Europe you were allotted. I didn't smoke, and over in Europe you're allotted cigarette rations.
Okay, so they gave you money.
I bought 4 cartons. Yeah, 4 cartons a month, and I kept them. And then at the end of the month, these guys would run out of smokes. So it came to me. And I just added money to it, and I threw the money into the bank and black market. And
You're the dealer, huh?
this was, you know, they knew where to go. Hey, let's go see Strock, he's got them. And I would buy the top brands, which was, then was Pall Mall, Chesterfield, Lucky Strike. There's another one.
I can't see you going buying cigarettes. That's funny.
And yeah, they were They were, how much were a carton? $6 a carton? $7 a carton, something like that. And I sold them for whatever the pack was. I sold, I think 50 cents a pack. I doubled the price, and they bought them.
You should have had triple.
Yeah,
He wasn't that good.
I wasn't that greedy. All right. Thanks.
Thank you.
This is nice.
I'm just glad it's still alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when I got home, Fran goes, "You will not believe who called." I'm going. So I started naming people out. She goes, "Just stop, Tom." And she wrote it down. She goes, "This guy right here called, said he has Mr. Motion." I'm going, "You're kidding me." And so I called you up.
I didn't know whether to call or not to call. Once I found your number, it's one of those things, being doing this, you never know what
The
bad
people are like-
feelings
yeah.
were.
Right.
You don't want to open a can of worms that.
Well, this went on our honeymoon, and they put streamers all over it. Well, it rained before we got out, and the streamers faded, and there was purple, and there was red, and there was green all over the silver. And we went up to Niagara Falls, and some bozo opened his door up and hit this right here and put a chip about the size of my thumbnail in. And I'm standing up in the hotel room, and I'm looking down at Mr. Motion, and I go, "What's that car sitting beside my vet for?" I said, "I parked clear out in Leavittsburg, you know, and people just swarm around it." I come out there, and when he hit it like this, and it took it, and the chip was there, and it was just up like that. I said, I'm trying to stay away from people. When I went to, we didn't have malls then, but we had like Hills and stores like that, which were big. I would park clear out at the back, and I'd come out, and there's always someone parked beside me. Just go park beside that vet.
Yep. That's the safe place.
Okay. Well, you call me when you're done. I'll come back over and you'll take another picture.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you. We might be going to Illinois with it one of these years.
Okay.
You're coming along.
All right.
The Super Car Club meets in Illinois every winter with Motions and Yankos. They want to go.
They do.
Yes. Yeah, they've called and asked if I would bring it. And I don't want to take it the way it is, but when it's done, we're going to go. We're going to take it out.
Well, that's just like Noble Peterson. Noble Peterson was a P-51 pilot in World War II.
Okay.
He had 3 kills, 4 probables. A dentist, no, an eye doctor in Dakota
Okay.
bought an F-4 Corsair,
Okay.
and he took it to New Jersey where they rebuilt warbirds. So he walks in, he's standing there, and this guy's standing there, and they're looking at it. This guy owned a P-51, and Hank was the guy that bought it, the doctor. He goes, "I always wanted a P-51." And the guy goes, "I always wanted an F-4," so they traded. So they got done, and he flew it home to Dakota. They came over Southington because it landed at the airport at Youngstown because it was a storm.
Okay.
Fresh paint on it, so they didn't want to hurt it.
Yeah.
So they landed, put it in the hangar, took off the next day. So he gets up there, and he gets the serial number, and he goes through like you did.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Noble Peterson." Well, that sounds familiar. So he goes out to the desk, he goes, "Look up this name." Well, it was one of his patients. So, and the other guy, his crew chief, it was his patient too. So he called him up, and he has a hangar and stuff, and he got qualified in warbirds because you've got to go through training to fly those monsters. So he calls up Noble and the other guy, and he says, "Hey, you got or the reception called up and said, you got a appointment on Saturday." He goes, "No, I don't." He goes, "Yes, you do." And so he called the other guy up, and they come out, and Noble goes, "I don't have an appointment." He goes, "Yes, you do." He says, "Hop in the car." So they drove out to the hangar, and they opened up the man door, and stepped in and we have a call. We have a call from Southington Township. Wire's down.
Oh, okay.
So they walk through the man door and they stop. And Noble goes. And the name of the plane was the Dakota Kid.
Okay.
So he stopped and the other guy stopped and Hank goes, just walk around and look at it. So he walked around, he came out and they were crying and stuff. And they said, that's it. So what they did is when he built that P-51, they put a back seat in it.
Okay.
They took out all the radios and armor plating and stuff. So they took up Noble. The crew chief couldn't go up because he had an ear problem. So wherever he went, he took Noble. And that was something to see, a P-51 with the pilot from World War II. Like, you want me to go with you to a show and say, here.
And I'm driving it?
No, we close trailer out there. We go out to Illinois with it to the supercar show. Nah, it would take 3 days to get out there.
But yeah, so when you said that, you want me to go out there, and
I think it'd be fun.
I think could Fran go?
Oh, I don't care who goes. I think it'd be fun for all of us to go out and,
Experience history.
experience the one and only.
There'll be Yankos out there?
Everything.
Nicky's, Yankos.
Nicky's?
Because Nicky was another name that
Yeah.
was big.
Motion was like at the bottom of the list when it came to people wanting something. Yanko was the big name, and I had a Motion. I told them the story with Joel. They didn't get the set with that owner. I got the set with Joel. And
You were history right then and there.
Yeah. And then Dave Bean picked me up, and he was part owner in Baldwin,
Okay.
and I got to talk with him and shake hands, and that's what was nice about it, was seeing the shop at Motion. It was a metal building, and we went in, and there was cubicles, this high. There was no rooms where you went in and sat and ordered. And in the back, they were messing around then with boats, putting motors in boats.
Okay.
And he says, this motor over here and this boat here, they redlined it at 3,600, but the torque on it was just unbelievable. They said if you floored it, you could just about flip the boat over.
Oh my gosh.
Because there was so much horsepower in the big blocks that they were putting in them. And, but they were getting into speedboats. It was, Motion was something. I don't know if it's still there.
They're doing Camaros.
They're doing Camaro, but it isn't. Joel's not involved. They're using his name,
Are they?
but he's kind of he's in the RC airplanes. Is that
Yeah.
it seems to be his claim now? Yeah.
Really?
Which everybody, I hate to say it, those guys are getting old.
Yeah, they're 60. Joel's probably my age, so he's 60-something, 64, 65.
Yep.
He might be older than me. And Dave, I don't know if Dave would be alive. Yeah, I don't know.
Yes,
Ready
indeed.
to go back to Southington? There we are.
One last ride, or you?
Still shaking. Yeah, that was nice, thanks. Okay, I'll talk to Fran about going to where?
I think it's in Illinois. You get on Yanko. I think it's Yanko.net. They talked about it and all that. So we'll have to start seeing and figuring out everything. I'll get it done here in the next couple of years.
Yeah, you be driving right by us.
Yeah. Still say hi.
Yeah, you take the pike.
Yeah, you take the turnpike all the way.
Yeah, well, we can throw a rock on him. Yeah. And my wife's, where she lived, the pike went right through their property. cut
Oh,
her
wow.
right too. So she could definitely throw a stone.
Now you drive right through the backyard.
Yeah. Yeah, it's real close to her house, or where she lives. Alrighty, we'll go. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And I'll go in and get my vet, my model vet, and my picture. And yeah, the tassel, when you're ready, just hang it up in there, both of them. And that's official.
It'll be exactly like the pictures.
Yeah.
And probably when we get ready to stripe it, I'll call you. And either come out, you can come out and stripe the hood, because we don't really have any pictures of it.
I was telling your young lady how I'll show you an LT one in there.
Okay.
And you can look at it and go by it. Okay. And your name?